Amy and Chris Marek, why divorce announcement right now? Amy and Chris Marek officially separated and divorced. Matt Roloff very shocking happy. Because divorced share announcement right now. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we have some news about little people, big world that's definitely making fans talk. Amy and Chris Marek, who many of you know from the show, have officially announced that they are divorced. This is big news and fans have been following their journey for years, so it's understandable that many people are reacting to this announcement. Amy and Chris have been part of the show for a long time, and viewers have seen their family life, milestones, and challenges. Over the years, fans have grown attached to them, which makes this announcement feel personal to many people. Divorce is never easy, and making it public adds an extra layer of complexity. But Amy and Chris have decided to share this news themselves, which shows courage and transparency. In their announcement, they explain that while this is a difficult time, they are focused on moving forward in a positive way. They emphasize that the main priority is their children and making sure they feel loved, supported, and secure. This is something fans really appreciate because it shows that even during personal changes, family remains the top priority. It's clear from their message that Amy and Chris want to handle this transition with respect and care. They talked about staying cooperative, keeping communication open, and working together as co-parents. Divorce can be complicated, but their focus on collaboration shows maturity and a commitment to doing what's best for their children. Fans admire this approach because it's not always easy to remain positive and respectful during these kinds of changes. Many people online have shared their reactions to the news. Fans are leaving messages of support, encouragement, and understanding. Some have expressed sadness because they've followed Amy and Chris for so long, while others have shared empathy, knowing that life can bring unexpected changes. Overall, the response has been overwhelmingly supportive, showing just how connected viewers feel to the family. For those who may not know, Amy and Chris have shared many personal milestones on the show. From family moments to parenting experiences, fans have been invited to see both the happy and challenging parts of their lives. That's part of why this announcement feels so impactful. Viewers have followed their story and naturally feel invested in their journey. Divorce also brings a lot of changes in daily life. Amy and Chris will now have to adjust schedules, parenting routines, and household responsibilities. While this can be challenging, they have shared that their focus is on making these adjustments as smooth as possible for their children. Fans have expressed admiration for how thoughtful they are in handling these changes. Another important part of this story is how Amy and Chris are approaching co-parenting. They've both emphasized that keeping the children's needs first is their priority. This means staying cooperative, respectful, and flexible as they navigate life after divorce. Fans have commented that this is inspiring, showing that even in difficult times, it's possible to handle challenges with grace and focus on what matters most. Social media reactions have been significant. Fans are sending love and support, and many have shared personal stories of their own experiences with divorce. This creates a sense of community and connection, showing that Tori's story resonates with people in meaningful ways. Fans are reminding Amy and Chris that they're not alone, and that they have a supportive audience cheering them on. Amy and Chris have also been honest about their emotions. Divorce can be an emotional process with feelings of sadness, relief, uncertainty, and hope all mixed together. Sharing these emotions publicly takes courage, and fans appreciate their honesty. It reminds viewers that life isn't always perfect, but it's possible to handle changes with honesty and integrity. This announcement also opens up conversations about resilience. Going through a divorce is challenging, but it can also be a time for reflection, growth, and new beginnings. Amy and Chris have expressed a desire to focus on positive steps forward, both for themselves and for their children. Fans are inspired by this attitude because it shows strength, maturity, and hope. Fans are also curious about how the Roloff family and other relatives are responding. As you know, family is a central part of Little People, Big World. Amy and Chris have indicated that their families are supportive, which is important as they navigate this transition. Having a strong support system can make a big difference, and fans enjoy seeing the family come together during difficult moments. It's natural for viewers to feel a range of emotions when hearing this news. Some may feel sad because they've followed Amy and Chris for so long, while others may feel empathetic and understanding. The important thing is that the announcement was made openly and respectfully, and that the focus remains on love, family, and moving forward positively. Many fans are also reflecting on their favorite moments with Amy and Chris from the show. From parenting stories to family activities, they've shared many memorable moments over the years. This announcement adds a new chapter to their story, showing that life has challenges, but also opportunities for growth and new beginnings. Fans are excited to continue following their journey. Another point of interest is how Amy and Chris are managing emotional well-being. Going through a divorce can be stressful, and focusing on mental and emotional health is important. Amy and Chris have expressed a commitment to staying grounded, connected with loved ones, and taking care of themselves. Fans are inspired by this approach because it shows that self-care and family care can go hand in hand. Co-parenting will be a big focus for the future. Amy and Chris have emphasized that they want to provide stability, love, and support for their children. This means working together, staying flexible, and keeping communication open. Fans appreciate this perspective because it shows that divorce doesn't have to mean conflict. It's possible to remain respectful and prioritize the needs of the children. Fans are also curious about what the future holds for Amy and Chris individually. While this marks the end of one chapter, it's also the beginning of a new one. Both of them have expressed hope for positive changes, personal growth, and new opportunities. This is encouraging for fans because it shows that even in challenging times, there's room for hope, happiness, and new beginnings. The announcement has also sparked discussions about life changes and resilience. Divorce is a big life event, and how it is handled can impact both parents and children. Amy and Chris have shown that it's possible to approach these challenges with honesty, maturity, and compassion. Fans are inspired by their example and continue to send messages of love and support. It's also worth mentioning that sharing personal news like this publicly is not easy. Amy and Chris have taken a brave step by communicating directly with their fans. This allows them to tell their story in their own words, rather than letting rumors or speculation take over. Fans respect their decision to be open and transparent about such a personal matter. Another interesting aspect is how the community of fans has responded. Many have shared their own experiences, sent words of encouragement, and expressed understanding. This creates a sense of solidarity and reminds viewers that difficult life events can be faced with love and support. Fans are showing Amy and Chris that they are not alone in this journey. Finally, it's important to remember that life continues after major changes. Divorce can feel like the end of something, but it's also the start of a new chapter. Amy and Chris are showing that it's possible to navigate transitions with grace, focus on family, and embrace new opportunities. Fans continue to support them, celebrate milestones, and connect with their story as it unfolds. To sum it up, Amy and Chris Marek's official divorce announcement is a moment of honesty, courage, and reflection. They have shared their story openly, emphasized the importance of family and co-parenting, and focused on moving forward positively. Fans have responded with love, support, and understanding, creating a strong community around their journey. Divorce is never easy, but Amy and Chris are showing that it's possible to face life's challenges with strength, focus on family, and embrace new beginnings. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to leave a comment below if you want to send Amy and Chris your support or share your thoughts. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more updates on Little People, Big World, and the Roloff family. We'll continue to follow Amy and Chris as they navigate life after divorce, manage co-parenting, and focus on personal growth. Life may be changing, but love, family, and support remain at the center of their story. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Now that Amy and Chris Marek have officially announced their divorce, fans are curious about how this change will affect their family life. Divorce is a big adjustment, and it can bring both challenges and opportunities. Amy and Chris have made it clear that their focus is on their children, making sure they feel loved, safe, and supported during this transition. Fans admire their commitment to keeping the kids' needs first, because it shows maturity and thoughtfulness. For many people watching, this announcement is emotional. Fans have followed Amy and Chris for years on Little People, Big World, and they feel a personal connection to their story. Watching a family go through changes like this can bring up empathy, concern, and curiosity about how life will look moving forward. Amy and Chris have been honest about this being a difficult moment, but they are handling it with respect and focus on the positive. Daily life after a divorce can involve a lot of adjustments. Amy and Chris will have to manage new routines, schedules, and responsibilities. While this can be challenging, they have emphasized that their priority is to make these transitions as smooth as possible for their children. Fans have been responding positively to this approach, recognizing the effort it takes to maintain stability for kids during such a major life change. One important aspect of this story is co-parenting. Amy and Chris have stated that working together respectfully for the sake of their children is crucial. They want to create a stable, supportive environment and keep communication open. Co-parenting isn't always easy, but their willingness to prioritize their kids' happiness is inspiring. Fans have commented on how admirable it is to see them focus on collaboration rather than conflict. Social media reactions have been widespread. Fans are sending messages of love, support, and encouragement, showing that they care about Amy and Chris and their journey. Many people are sharing their own experiences with divorce, creating a sense of community and understanding. This kind of support can be meaningful during difficult times, and it shows the positive impact that fans can have on the lives of public figures. It's clear that Amy and Chris are taking time to focus on themselves as well. Divorce can be emotionally exhausting, and they have expressed the importance of self-care and mental well-being. This includes finding balance, spending time with loved ones, and taking steps toward personal growth. Fans are inspired by this because it demonstrates that even during difficult life changes, it's possible to focus on health, happiness, and positive growth. Fans are also curious about how the Roloff family has responded to this news. Family is a central theme in Little People, Big World, and the support of loved ones can make a big difference during life transitions. Amy and Chris have mentioned that their family is supportive, which helps create a sense of stability and encouragement. Fans love seeing how close the family is and how they rally together during challenging moments. Another interesting topic is how fans are reacting to the announcement emotionally. Some feel sadness because they've seen happy moments with Amy and Chris on the show, while others feel empathy and understanding. The important thing is that Amy and Chris shared the news openly and honestly. By doing this, they can communicate directly with fans and provide clarity, rather than leaving room for speculation or rumors. Reflecting on their journey on the show, many fans are sharing their favorite moments with Amy and Chris. From parenting milestones to family events, they have shared many meaningful experiences over the years. The divorce adds a new chapter to their story, showing that life isn't always perfect, but challenges can be faced with courage and resilience. Fans feel a connection because they've been part of the family's journey for so long. One aspect that stands out is how Amy and Chris are approaching personal growth. Divorce can be an opportunity to reflect on life, reassess priorities, and focus on the future. Both of them have shared that they want to take positive steps forward, not just for themselves, but also for their children. Fans see this as a message of hope, showing that even when life takes unexpected turns, it's possible to move forward with intention and positivity. Co-parenting will continue to be a central focus in the months ahead. Amy and Chris have expressed that they want to create a stable and supportive environment for their children. This involves cooperation, flexibility, and communication. Fans admire this because it demonstrates that divorce doesn't have to mean conflict. When approached thoughtfully, it can still be a time of love, care, and respect for everyone involved. Emotional resilience is another important part of this story. Divorce brings a mix of emotions: sadness, relief, hope, uncertainty, and processing these feelings is essential. Amy and Chris have shared that they are taking time to process their emotions and focus on personal growth. Fans find this relatable and inspiring because it reminds them that it's okay to feel a variety of emotions during life transitions. Looking ahead, fans are curious about what comes next for Amy and Chris. While divorce marks the end of one chapter, it also opens the door for new beginnings. Both have expressed hope for positive changes, personal growth, and opportunities to move forward in life. Fans are excited to see how they navigate this new stage and continue to support them along the way. It's also worth noting that sharing personal news publicly takes courage. Amy and Chris made the decision to communicate directly with fans, which allows them to share their story in their own words. This honesty and transparency are appreciated by fans because it builds trust and understanding. It also shows that even public figures have personal challenges, and they are handling them thoughtfully. Fans have also been sharing messages about the importance of support during difficult times. Many people have left comments offering love, encouragement, and understanding. Some have shared their own experiences with divorce, creating a sense of community and solidarity. Amy and Chris are clearly receiving a lot of emotional support, which can be comforting as they navigate this transition. This announcement also sparks conversations about resilience and life changes. Divorce is a major life event, and handling it with honesty, respect, and focus on family sets an example for others. Amy and Chris are showing that even during difficult times, it's possible to maintain positive relationships, prioritize children, and focus on personal growth. Fans are inspired by this message and continue to offer support. It's natural for life to feel uncertain after a divorce, but Amy and Chris are showing that it's possible to create stability, love, and support. Their focus on co-parenting, family, and personal growth sets a positive example for viewers. Fans continue to follow their journey, celebrating milestones, and offering encouragement along the way. To summarize, Amy and Chris Marek's official divorce announcement is a moment of honesty, courage, and reflection. They have shared their story openly, emphasized the importance of family and co-parenting, and focused on moving forward positively. Fans have responded with love, support, and understanding, creating a strong community around their journey. Divorce is never easy, but Amy and Chris are showing that it's possible to face life's challenges with strength, focus on family, and embrace new beginnings. Now that Amy and Chris Marek have officially announced their divorce, many fans are wondering what life will look like for them and their children moving forward. Divorce is a major life change, and it can bring both challenges and opportunities. From what Amy and Chris have shared, it's clear that their priority is keeping their children's lives as stable and loving as possible. This kind of thoughtful approach has earned them a lot of respect from fans, who admire their commitment to putting the kids first. For viewers who have followed Amy and Chris for years on Little People, Big World, this news is emotional. Fans have grown attached to the family and feel a sense of connection to their journey. Watching someone you care about go through a difficult life change naturally creates empathy and concern. Amy and Chris have acknowledged that this is a hard time, but they've also shown that they're handling it with grace, focusing on the positive aspects of moving forward. Life after divorce often requires adjusting daily routines. Amy and Chris will need to reorganize schedules, manage new responsibilities, and find ways to make transitions smoother for their children. These changes can be stressful, but both of them have emphasized that they are working together to ensure their kids feel loved, secure, and supported. Fans have expressed admiration for this level of thoughtfulness because it demonstrates a strong sense of responsibility, even in challenging circumstances. Co-parenting is a major focus for the Mareks. They have both said that maintaining respect, communication, and cooperation is essential for the well-being of their children. Co-parenting is not always easy, and it often requires patience and flexibility. But Amy and Chris are showing that when the focus is on the children, it's possible to work together effectively. Fans have highlighted this approach as a positive example of handling a difficult situation without creating unnecessary conflict. Social media has been filled with messages of love and support for Amy and Chris. Fans are expressing encouragement, understanding, and empathy. Many viewers have shared personal experiences, saying they understand what it's like to navigate major life changes. This sense of community shows how connected fans feel to the Roloff family and reminds everyone that support, even from afar, can be meaningful. Another important point is that Amy and Chris are taking time to focus on themselves as individuals. Divorce can be emotionally taxing, and self-care is an important part of moving forward. Both have mentioned prioritizing mental health, spending quality time with loved ones, and focusing on personal growth. Fans find this inspiring because it shows that even during tough times, it's possible to prioritize well-being and maintain a positive outlook. Fans are also curious about how the extended Roloff family has responded to the news. Family has always been a central theme on Little People, Big World, and Amy and Chris have mentioned that their relatives have been supportive throughout this process. Having a strong support system can make a big difference, especially during transitions like this. Fans love seeing the family come together and offer encouragement during life's challenging moments. Emotionally, this announcement has affected fans in different ways. Some feel sad because they have fond memories of Amy and Chris on the show, while others feel empathetic and understanding. What's important is that Amy and Chris shared their news directly and honestly, giving fans clarity and reducing speculation. This openness has been widely appreciated, as it allows viewers to support the family in a respectful and informed way. Reflecting on their journey, many fans are remembering the milestones and meaningful moments Amy and Chris shared on the show. From parenting challenges to family celebrations, they have given viewers a window into their lives. The divorce adds a new chapter to their story, showing that life is not always perfect, but challenges can be faced with courage, resilience, and care.